Guys, and welcome back to another video. So, today, we're gonna jump into some more summons. Now, I decided I'm only doing 2k crystals now, and if I don't get anything, that is the last chrono crystal I'm going to spend, and I am not sticking through 3 pods. Yep, of course. What a start. Oh well, last summon I guess. Now, I don't want to spend any more on this banner because I don't think the units are really that worth it. Because, you don't know what's going to come in the future, and I'm more excited for the Universe 6 drop. Oh, guaranteed sparking. Come on. Be a new unit. I didn't get it downloading, so I'm not feeling all that confident. Spirit Bomb, no. Spirit Bomb, no. I haven't got a Spirit Bomb animation in... God, I don't think... ever. Oh, come on. First one. Oh, banger! Absolute banger. We finally got one of them. It's not the one I wanted, but honestly, I don't care. As long as I got one of them, that's fine. Oh, second one? A Turles. Actually, you know what? I'll take that. I'll fully take that. So, no. Hey, got the new nail. I'll actually happily take that as well. This is actually a banger of a summon, you know. I'll happily take that. 3-star Turles and 3-star 16. I'm happy. Fully happy with that. So, you know what? I walk away a happy man today. So, jumping into today's video, this is the team we're going to be using. As you can see, I've got a lot of S-rated equipments, and quite frankly, that's just so much grinding. And for the actual S equipment on this one, I'm actually got very lucky. Now this is the Awakened equipment, which is just unbelievably good. Now, I'm actually really excited to use this team, and yeah, so the next 3 games that you're about to see now were the first games that I recorded with this team and that I actually played. So I didn't use Android 16 prior to this, so I was actually quite excited, but I was nervous at the same time, but I did have the advantage considering I knew how he played. But, you know what? I actually really like this unit, and now I'm usually quite scared about coming up against the God Key team because of Vegeta's locking ability. But the fact that I didn't have a green made me feel a lot more at ease. Now, I was really hoping that he would come in for this because I had no key. And I had my shield, and I just love using the shields with these units. Now, I should have waited for him to try and sidestep, but it doesn't matter. Just vanish out, because he doesn't have a vanish anymore, I think. No, he doesn't. So, unfortunately, he brings his Whis back, catches me in the sidestep there, so fair enough, fair play. I was about to bring in my android. I am so glad I didn't. If I referred to him by the wrong number, I'm sorry. I really get confused by all these numbers. I know he's not 17, 18, so he must be 16. No, he can't be 16, never mind. Anyway, awkward moment over. He unfortunately takes out Marcel, but that's not really that big an issue. Now, I didn't want to pop my main ability purely because I was worried he was going to bring in the Goku to tank this hit, so in case he was going to, I decided to just go for the key card. Now here I catch him in the sidestep luckily and managed to finish him. Now at this point I was very worried because I didn't want to lose my ultimate ability, but it gives me the opening. You could see in the video that I was actually holding my rush waiting for him to do something. But then he does that card and it just gives me the opportunity to absolutely annihilate his Vegeta. Over 1,000,000 damage! Just one attack, 1,000,000 damage. That's just one unit, it's just gone. Now I wanted Android 60. I wanted him on the end screen. Unfortunately, didn't get the chance. Now, I thought he had a Rising Rush at this point. I don't know why, but quite frankly, I was also not wanting to bring in my purple because he didn't have a type disadvantage like the current android does. Now, I decided to go for the blue card because he's not going to be able to dodge it, and the Paralyze kicks in perfectly there. Ultimately, this team is actually, in this game, was really good. It was a really good game. He took out Marcel, so I didn't have much use of him at all. And just brilliantly remaking the movie there. The nut punch, just amazing. Now, I had to let him go down, even though I would have liked to keep him alive. But luckily he didn't have enough cards or ki. So I just kept him in here, not to end off the game, purely because I wanted to show that he does alright damage against the type disadvantaged. So, I mean, realistically, this team was good. The androids have definitely made a comeback. And if you don't have all the newer ones, you don't really need them. And I love the new windscreen. I think it's just so sick now. Now, I personally, like, as you can see, these are the only good androids I have. So, for the second game and the third game, you're going to basically see me run the same team. Now, we start off with the red android just purely because I thought he was going to start off with Cooler, but at the same time, it would let me swap out and be able to do some damage with Cell if I evade an attack, which is exactly what happened. Now, I mean, there's just one combo from Cell, and, I mean, he's decimated Cooler's health. And he's given him some nice debuffs. So, this is the first game I've actually played with androids, and I must say I actually really enjoy it. Now, I got very lucky that he went in for a charge tackle because Broly has the blast armor charging forward, and I hate blast armor units. He had a movie saga team, so yeah. Now that is exactly why I don't like blast armor, but luckily I managed to get out of it, and I don't know why it didn't read my sidestep input there, but whatever. And you can't chain that. That's too many actions in one, unfortunately for him. Now, like I said, I'm just keeping him in to see how much damage he can do. And quite frankly, I just wanted to use this ability. Now, you can bring in your Green Goku, that's fine. It's not really going to help you too much. Now, he's got the damage cut, but I don't know how well that's going to do you, considering it just took away half your health. Now, this man's actually just insane. This team just synergizes so well. It's actually one of the teams that I find synergize the best, as you would expect, but it's actually really fun to use. I'm surprised I've never used them before, but to be fair, I've never had a real... That's just a big oof from him, forgetting I had the Cell. Anyway, I've never really had a good enough androids team to run. Now, unfortunately, he went with this attack. I thought he was going to go in for a strike card because he used... But it doesn't matter. He still tanked that ultimate ability from Cooler really, really well. Now, blast charges forward. Thought I'd have enough to finish him there, but I was wrong. Doesn't really matter. I thought he'd go straight in for a card, so that's exactly why I chose the green. That green has so many good uses, and I would recommend it highly if you're in a tough situation. I mean, if they're not using a rush or a blue card, you're pretty much safe. So I don't know why that happens. I don't know why after a key blast is finished, you still vanish. Rather irritating. But here I saw, he's going way too quick. I took a chance and I managed to get the nut punch on point. I wish I went for my green because that would have led to a clash. But, I mean, what can you do? So now I was hoping he'd do something, and I was really hoping the timing of this green card would pay off, and I'm so glad it did. I knew he still had that ultimate ability by Broly, and I didn't want to get hit by that. So, yeah, that shield coming in clutch. Now, I wanted to test his damage against the Goku at this point, because Goku's just this green Goku is nuts. I have come up against him quite a few times, and he's just insane. But the damage output by Android... I keep bloody forgetting. Android whatever. is just nuts. Now, I didn't feel like letting him die, so I just decided, you know what, bring 17 in. Let him take the damage, his type advantage. But even though he's type advantage, look at the damage he did to him. That's insane. But yeah, we end the match nicely. This team, I've actually not had this much fun with a team in ages. And now, this game was a lot of fun. This was a really, really good game. Now, like I said, I usually hate coming up against God Key, but with this team, I'm not at all afraid. In fact, yeah, I'm just not at all. Because I've got the Cell for the Vegeta, who I always struggle against. I've got the red Android for the Kaioken Blue Goku. And I've got Android 17 for just anyone, really. Delay the sidestep really nicely there. And I'm waiting for him to do something. I preemptively did that, unfortunately, but manages to get his Vegeta in. And Vegeta usually does a lot of damage with his strikes. And we're tanking this quite well, but you know what? I decide, no. I don't want you to have that advantage or combo carry on going. So I decided to bring in Cell, especially because we're type advantaged. Now at this point, I really wanted to get rid of the Goku, and I'm glad I had enough time to swap out of there. I don't know what possessed me to use this ability. I completely forgot it just doesn't regain ki, but luckily he left me enough time to regain my ki and my vanish gauge. Now, I wanted him gone. I was very much expecting the Kaioken Blue Goku to switch in there, but for whatever reason, he just didn't and let his Blue Goku die. Which is a very, very interesting decision considering I have my red. But that's fine with me. I decided to go. I was really hoping as soon as he finished his charging, he'd go for a card of some kind, but he didn't. Even a rush would have been ideal because that green card stops rushes, which is very irritating. No, I just wanted to get this animation because it's just incredible. And his blue card is just my favorite. Bomba! That was probably so cringe for so many people, and I'm so sorry. Please, I'm sorry. Now, I kept, again, it's his showcase, so I kept him in. But I wanted to show how much damage he could do in one combo. He took out half the purple Vegeta's health in one combo, so I wanted him on the windscreen, and I had to go for the rush. Now, this was a lot of fun, this game, and yeah. Oh, this team is just so much fun, so if you manage to pull him and you have these 3 units, I'd very much recommend running them. They're just so great. I really didn't hold much hope for this unit, but he's insane. And I would recommend him to anyone. So, I hope you guys have had good luck on your summons, and didn't have the luck that I had after 6k crystals pulling one of them. But you know what? As long as I have one of them, I don't really care. But if you enjoyed this video, guys, please hit the like, share with your mates, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.